Page 24 again.
Page 24 in the Cakrasamvara text.
Om Kendra Hom Hom Be Om Soba Yada Sarva Dhamma Soba Yada Vai Domba Ngale Ale Tube Jenja Jeve Nando Hong Ye Shawa Le So Chube Jen Samje Me Jaba Govo Saba Me Drzel Namba Rang Gase
From the state of emptiness arises Ah, from which arise skull cups, each containing a Hong. The syllables melt and turn into inconceivable offering clouds, undefiled nectar in essence, and a variety of distinct features in appearance.
Om Benza Agawa Om Benza Enzamana Ahu Om Benza Chochana Ahu Om Benza Badin Ahu Om Benza Bebe Ahu Om Benza Dube Ahu Om Benza Loge Ahu Om Benza Gende Ahu Om Benza Nevede Ahu Om Benza Namja Sanghang Khandro Ma Kolo Sumje Danye Pawo Dane Pame Zo Kula Dadu Japsun Simche Gunje Dunje Se Dane Heru Kajurje Simche Damje Heru Gompan Cholang Gubarje O Sanje Chudang Gendung Dodu Dane Japsun Namja Sanghang Khandro Ma Kolo Sumje Danye Pawo Dane Pame Zo Kula Dadu Japsun Simche Gunje Dunje Se Dane Heru Kajurje Simche Damje Heru Gompan Cholang Gubarje
I in the Buddha, the Dharma, and Sangha, I unceasingly take refuge in the Yogin, secret mantra, and Dakini, the embodiments of the three wheels, and in the male and female spiritual warriors, I unceasingly take refuge. For the sake of all sentient beings, I will become Heruka and establish all sentient beings in the supreme state of Heruka.
Shene me sheten hene joso dongbang rene sotan jawade kane kanda mene bawo simche tamche la pemba dan de paher ganga wo shero go.
Shri is non-dual primordial wisdom. He is emptiness of causes and so forth. Ru is free from coming together. And Ka is nowhere abiding. I am glorious Heruka, the cause of benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. Shri Heruko Ham.
Danye parche domba sarva punga jarva rangata Kangma yangma jinche zona sancho samba sarva Toso hungne hungje ngana neja mase yejerba Sobje trupe yonsa jele meshe doje rawat Sabje rawa kurtan lare yeshi meye kurkangje Sanso Geje Yone Trave Sade Ranje Chembo.
I appear as glorious Cakrasamvara. My 5 aggregates are the 5 Buddha families. My 5 elements are the 5 mothers, and my sense sources are the bodhisattvas. From the life force syllable Hung at my heart emerge 4 Sumbani mantras, black, green, red, and yellow. They emanate into the 4 directions and transform into an indestructible Vajra fence, ground, web, tent, canopy, and a dome of wisdom flames, becoming a vast protection sphere. Solid, secure, and utterly terrifying, it is impregnable to obstructors, even to Brahma.
Om Mendana Beda Bava Beda Buddha Hong. Om Beda Bukara Hong Ba Hong. Om Beda Inzakara Hong Ba Hong. Om Beda Bedana Hong Kong Hong. Om Beda Sharadova Dam Sam Dam. Om Beda Onalanga Hong Ho. Om Rang Heroka Sarveto. Hong Leva Zen Tribe Lama Dang Kolodo. Lazon Jen.
The light radiating from the Hung at the heart of myself, appearing as Heruka, invites the Guru and the gathering of Cakrasamvara deities into the space before me.
Benza Samanta Namo Gurube Nama Shire Jata Samara Menda Labe Om Shire Heruga Saba Agam Bade Daso Om Shire Heruga Sabare Bade Bade Daso Om Shire Heruga Sabare Bube Bade Daso Om Shire Heruga Sabare Bube Bade Daso Om Shire Heruga Sabare Bade Daso Om Shire Heruga Sabare Gende Prateja Soha Om Shire Heruga Sabare Nivede Bade Daso Om Shire
Amarda Punzamanga Samandra Savara Jamaye Om Sarva Tathaga Anuranga Namben Mabawa Emagowa Konjo Samla Dajaje Neba Mega Sososha Dove Gela Jaya Sanje Sanjo Yeje Nan Sumjola Sancho Parda Dajaje Ramjen Dune Radrose Sancho Semne Jebaje Sanjo Choke Semne Jejene Semjen Damje Dagen Jundane Sancho Junjo Yo Jebaje Dola Benzo Sanje Dabasho Concho Samla Dojamje Deba Mege Soso Dove Gela Jeyera Sanje Sancho Yeje Sanje Chudan Somjala Sancho Pada Daja Rindun Narabdrese Sancho Semne Jebaje Sancho Choke Semne Jijene Simchen Tamje Dagun Jundune Sancho Jimjo Yeon Jebaje Dola Benzo Sanje Debarsho.
I take refuge in the three jewels and confess each and every wrongdoing. I rejoice in the virtues of beings and will hold the Buddha's awakening in mind. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly until attaining enlightenment. I give rise to bodhicitta in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. Having given rise to the supreme mind of bodhicitta, I welcome all sentient beings. I will practice the supreme bodhisattva conduct of acting with kindness. May I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings.
There,
the field of accumulation dissolves into me.
Om Soba Vajada Sarvadama Soba Vajada Rana Jara Reba Honja Nada Nama Karnashe Joga Azar Tonye Ngale Dorje Saje Ravaka Java Lare Mere Songa Jimbar Vuna Nangaka Nome Josara Denda Nato Raja Jada Jumle Rinchen Nato Ledra Yame Kanje Wambava Senye Kunzo Sara Bema Dorje Mere Turjoje Deva Nato Chije Deva Nyema Jida Dendend Tabdun Sese Chinkor Vusa Ansar Sosa Gamar Nada Kich Nujie Numa Numarji Untra Janjo Dovato Nundu Sawa La Demsi Nunda Yonsa Jana Jazova Ranye Jumde Deve Choja Nunka Tamba Dan Choje Sanje Jinsum Chete Dojen Nundevana Tuka Renje Jinde Soja Rupa Jinjo Jinjerve Simo Norva Dunda Nato Dorje Yunda Dazete Sanye Dravo Yamlan Choje Sayong Gula Nimeje Goa Daze Yepa Jambe Tusen Nama Parnet Taksham Drushen Tolong Abjo Tosha Tanje Sajato Nunda Nyamden Jamjo Jenin Yeserendo Shadje Jinson Tadron Sanson Tuba Gambo Jindreshe Saye Tuba Durza Gamwa Yabje Gunan Jogajo Eba Denza Dorje Drago Sona Guna Tibeto Yuja Janshen Eba Treva Nyanga Damba Lansot Rabda Jimo Tala Seshen Mada Dosa Tosha Sajangante Yayan Yigan Simba Tishan Dorjansa Karpe Mepo Zinje Dorjem Nudan Sojan Baba Namson Control Lama Tumjima Zunje Madan Honya Masa Shaje Jinson Gode Natsun Jadur Tugan Wuje Kambo Ngapjo Dosha Saye Chago Namkara Saye Togan Mo Katan Katan Dinshen Deve Dinshen Jivetso Sajangate Udra Dena Ijum Kaje Raptaje Sanpe Yajen Dzekama Buddha Dava Tubanze Lanam Tawa Dada Ungan Rimba Pema Amapu Nyankan Hazo Doje Hongo Yabje Nyanka Omhaka Gowa Nama Hese Zeda Jezo Soa Homar Taba Nyeso Mena Mege Nyezo Homase Yela Kula Peha Jango Yumje Dewa Pamama Nyanga Sao Kado Ngoshen Kadang Kanma Tramezo Go Shemse Rabda Sershen Jezo Huan Jankache Yela Kula Pepe Rabda Zambe Jerem So
36. My body gradually dissolves into the awareness Hung, which then remains in space in the form of an Ada string. From the luminous and empty natural state of all phenomena arises an intensely blazing protection sphere of Vajra, ground, fence, tent, web, canopy, and masses of fire. At its center arise space, wind, fire, water, earth, and Mount Meru, upon which arise a variegated lotus and a crossed Vajra. At the center of that arises a Brahm, from which arises a great immeasurable palace made of various precious substances, brilliant and complete in its characteristics. Outside are spheres of lotuses and vajras, masses of fire, and the charnel grounds. Inside the palace, in the center of a multicolored lotus, is a sun disk with Bhairava and Kalaratri as a seat, upon which is a mandala of sun and moon, and the white vowels and red consonants. In an instant, the nada of my awareness enters it and transforms into a Vajra with a brilliant blue Hung at its center. Light emanating from it makes offerings to the Buddhas and benefits beings. The light gathers back and dissolves into the seed syllable. The moon, sun, seed syllable, and implement transform, and I arise as the transcendent conqueror Cakrasamvara, outshining the radiance of a clear sky. I have one face, 3 eyes, and bared fangs. My hair knot is adorned with jeweled dried skulls bound by a garland of vajras along my hairline. The top of my hair knot is adorned with a jewel, the front with a crossed vajra, and the left with a crescent moon. Holding a vajra and bell in my hands, I am embracing the consort. With my left leg bent, I stand on Bhairava's head, and my outstretched right leg presses down between Kalaratri's breasts. I bear the 6 charnel ground adornments, a loose tiger skin skirt, and a garland of 50 freshly severed heads around my neck, and I display the 9 moods of dance. On my lap is coral-colored Vajrayogini with one face and 3 eyes. Half her hair flows down loosely, and the other half is bound up with 5 dried skulls. Embracing the neck of the father, her left hand offers a skull cup filled with nectar. The right hand, in threatening mudra, fiercely brandishes a curved knife with a vajra handle. Her left leg is outstretched, and her right leg is wrapped around the father. Blissful and endowed with the youth of a 16-year-old, her beauty is extraordinary. She is naked and delights in blood, wears a garland of 50 dried skulls, and is endowed with the 5 mudras. The father and mother are adorned with the major and minor marks and silken scars. Like the fire at the end of time, their blissful union of method and wisdom is magnificent. In front is blue Dakini, to the left is green Lama, behind is red Kandaroha, and to the right is yellow Rupini. Each has one face, 3 eyes, menacing laughter, bared fangs, hair flying loose, a crown ornament of dried skulls, and a garland of 50 dried skulls around the neck. In their right hands they each brandish aloft in space a curved knife, and in their left they hold to their hearts skulls filled with blood. A katvanga is tucked into the crook of the left arm. Their bodies are naked and sensuous, and they are endowed with the 5 symbols. With right leg outstretched and the left leg bent, they dance majestically upon corpses. In the 4 intermediate directions upon moon discs are vases filled with the 5 nectars and topped by skull cups filled with the 5 meats. At the forehead of each deity on a moon disc is a white Om. At the throat on a lotus is a red Ah. And at the heart, at the center of a crossed Vajra, is a blue Hung. At the father's heart are white Om Ha. At the forehead, yellow Namahi. At the crown, red Swaha Ho. At both shoulders, black Balsat He. At both eyes, crimson Hung Hung Ho. And at all limbs, green Peit Hang. At the navel of the mother is red Om Bam. At the heart is blue Hang Yom. At the mouth is white Rim Mom. At the head yellow Rim Rim. At the crown green Hung Hung. And at all limbs great Pe Pe. Pem, pem, the light radiating from the Hung at my heart invites the Viras and Yoginis of the 10 directions and the empowerment deities into the space before me. Zahong Bam Ho. The wisdom and commitment beings become indivisible.
Yoga Shuddha Sarvada Shuddha Sarva Tathagata Abhekhensa Dhamma Shebe Sorta Vala Adusaya Kame Pamba Sadu Tonene, Jedar Damba Samjene, Lijin Shiga Trusarda, Laye Chuna Dabaye, Dejin Daga Truje Wo.
Om Sarva Tathagata Abhishekata Abhikensa Tu Mam. Been supplicated, the empowerment deities hold aloft vases filled with nectar and proclaim, just as the Buddhas were bathed upon birth, we will bathe you with the pure water of the gods.
Om Sarva Dadangada Mekanga Samaya She So Wanga Gandrimada Deva Chemba Ranjan Chojane Wala Ranjan Chola Jinjele Zola Mejo Yana Namnanda Kando Maje Shoja Vajin.
Saying this, they bestow the empowerment with the nectar, which fills my body and purifies all defilements, transforming me into the supreme nature of great bliss. The empowerment deities then dissolve into me. From the overflowing nectar arises a crown ornament of Akshobhya on the principal lord, Vairochana on the mother, and Ratna Sambhava on the four Dakinis.
Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Agamba Deza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Enzamana Badeza Sova. Shere Heroga Sabareva Chochana Badeza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Padem Badeza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Vipe Badeza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Vipe Badeza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Aloke Badeza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Gende Badeza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Nevede Badeza Sova. Om Shere Heroga Sabareva Shada
I offer to the mouths of the kind root guru and all the glorious holy lineage gurus. Om Ahong.
Om Shirin Banzo Hiru Ga Hum Ben Dragananzo Samvara Om Om Bezan Bero Zanaya Om Om Draganaya Om Om Lame Om Om Kendaro Om Om Sarva Dharma Om Sarva Tathanga Anurangana Banza So Mago Om Jom Den Babo Om Dodam Sansa Gaba Jimbo Dae Medab Rabbe Toje Jibin Jimbade Jeze Grijen Jesorung Wesha Sane Uze Tongchan Barwa Wodrata Janjan Hondan Zen Tage Papa Nabzan Chama Jen Toa Mejen Don Sokolado Om Jom Den Dema Dorje Pamola Samzalo Papan Jeten Sunja Samje Mata Nepa Wansoje Nabo Tamje Renze Kundan Dema Dorje Chemoni Dorje Dema Mahan Jinje Mata Wamze Yoveje Tojan Kambaran Zema Jesorong Wa Choma Jezema Jaze Soze Rabda Jebel Sejen Para Lejama Namban Nanzinje Mban Zebamo Dorje Pamo Namje Chemo Debe Wanso Malande Shetje Wandan Gube Lejeda Lunto Senje Jemba Nyejana Gadan Choga Gadan Linjeda Nimbo Namje Mala Samsada Tabala Sote Jin Shepaje Bamba Yedan Durza Kamato Samson Chube Zoje Nebaye Kapsi Emi De Lo Samsado.
Om. Homage to the conqueror, the courageous Lord. I bow to you, who blaze like the fire at the end of a great kalpa, whose locks are bound up at the crown, whose face is terrifying, fiercely bearing fangs, whose hands, gleaming like 1,000 lights, raise a battle axe and lasso, and hold a spear and a katvanga. You who wear a tiger skin robe, and whose smoky color resembles great darkness. Om, homage to the transcendent conqueress Vajravarahi, to the superior mother of the three worlds, invincible awareness consort, who destroys all fear of evil spirits with your great Vajra nature, to you with controlling eyes, who remain like a Vajra seat unconquered by others, who neutralize even poison, wrathful, fierce lady, bearing your fangs, terrifier, annihilator, who severs completely, who conquers all adversaries, all victorious one, conquering those who make us dull, rigid, and confused. To Vajravarahi, great yogini, powerful lady, who fulfills all desires, I bow. Homage to the 4 heart yoginis, who represent the 4 activities of pacifying, enriching, overpowering, and suppressing, the 4 placements of mindfulness of body, feeling, mind, and phenomena, and the 4 levels of joy, joy, supreme joy, beyond joy, and co-emergent joy. Homage to inseparable method and wisdom, the 4 Tathagatas, such as the Unchanging One, abiding in the intermediate directions in the form of offerings, the 4 vases with skull cups filled with nectar.
Kopa Zazan Koloye, Jeo Hamdan Demba Om, Garchen Yenga Hombo, Deva Ama Denyele, Yeshe Memban Koloson, Sosur nebe yegenam, Seisha hamle karjab, Yege lazo de duma.
Inside my body, appearing as Haruka, are the 3 channels and 4 chakras. At my crown is a white hung, at my throat a white om, at my heart a blue hung, and at my navel a red ah. From the ah, wisdom fire blazes forth, burning away the syllables of the 3 chakras. From the hung, white drops descend, and restoring the 3 syllables, blissful warmth blazes forth. From the hung at my heart, a mantra garland emerges. It descends through the pathway of the Vajra, enters the lotus of the mother, and rises through her central channel. It emerges from the mouth, enters again into my mouth, and dissolves again to the seed syllable at my heart. In this way, it circles continuously.
Om Shri Banda Ruga Hom Be Dagene Zola Savaram Soa Om Shri Banda Ruga Hom Be Dagene Zola Savaram Soa Om Shri Banda Ruga Hom Be Dagene Zola Savaram Soa Om Shri Banda Ruga Hom Be Dagene Zola Savaram Soa Om Shri Banda Ruga Hom Be Dagene Zola Savaram Soa Om Om Be Om
Now we'll begin the question and answer portion of the retreat. Drupon Rinchen Dorjee has kindly agreed to answer some questions. So if anybody has a question in the temple, can you please raise your hand?
The Chiksungda. Yeah, okay.
Drupon, thank you so much. My question is about the nada string. How do you visualize the nada string at the beginning of page? I think that is 36.
Durum kabla de nada mikpa gomso gandere. The durum kabla nada gande gonyayore.
But the Hong Kong, nada sena Hong Kong to Jilwa. What another lagura, that's a Pammy band, Chandwa.
So the nada string with the dissolution, the nada is that little kind of like wavy tip at the top of the hung. And so as you dissolve the hung, then it's dissolved in that to that tiny little string, the little tip. And then it turns into like light, fire or light. And then you rest in that.
Oh, that's a chit or Tambo ya, Yom Latam, Terwa, that is she, Zonko she can Samala, she can, she can, take Kando Shetem, think Yom that Yavion Kando she Yom, Kando she Yom 10 Yom Yal 10, took it home, the Yatu Sondu, Shamchu, Kopa, go. That's another set, another by me on Yamashagua. Nada say home grants to Sura. Home grant, Chunji, was another labra. From home to Legoti Gante,
So with the dissolution, then what we do is we, as it says just in the text, that the celestial palace dissolves into the four dakinis, and the four dakinis dissolve into the yavyum deity. The yum, or the mother, dissolves into the yap, the father, and then the body dissolves, the full, the yap dissolves into the hung, and the hung dissolves from the bottom up. So from the shakyu, which is the hook at the bottom, into the body, and then the body into the head, and then the head into the crescent moon, and the crescent moon into the zero, the ligor, the zero at the top there, and then that dissolves into the nada string, which is the wavy string at the top of the zero on the hung.
Thank you, Rinpoche. My question is in the aspiration of Cakrasamvara section, page 89. Out of immeasurable compassion for all mother beings, may my two-form emanations show them the teachings. What's the two-form emanations?
Okay, let me just...
Sukuni,
Sukuni.
Well, the Sukuni is an Tensale. The long to Drukuni, the Suk Koshazarwa. Choking some month, long to Drukuni, the Sukuni Sana.
So the two form emanations are referring to the Rupakaya, which is comprised of the Sambhogakaya, so the Sambhogakaya and the Nirmanakaya. Those are two form emanations.
Thank you, Rinpoche. My question is about offering mantras. We have three types of offering mantras. one with 10 mantras, one with 8, and also 16 goddesses. So the question is, what are...
I don't understand the 10.
Like, yeah. So there is, for example, Om Vajra Vini Hum Hum Het, Om Vajra.
Okay.
Like this is 16. Then when it is Om Shri Hiruka Saparivara Argam Pratitsa, this is 10.
Oh, okay.
And then there is also 8. And like the question is, what are the offerings? What is the meaning of the offerings? And what is the mudras?
Dini di pena samsam la di chuba j yorwa chuba di agam agam la sopa samsam la chu yorwa anchamanam dochana chu dini di samsam la chu do de on di re di ki dunda di re dang chepar so ki dunda kare yore.
어떤 한번 주로 대다제 초반 다음에다 제 노와티나 자 다음에다 여러 아타양 다음에다 다 십자세 이제 신바 대사다 토베니도와 년도 준대한提纲了学习写真多인자만하라도学习写呢 배제만 되는서 카 추피 자신의 여러 가지나 카 추로네 추피 장마소야 学习写 그 상토写呢 야골도야 시고 용량 我提你多
So gungta di so tok di anchamanam di kaselya.
学习者老so hoki jini 学习写学习我张满水啊，
Dang tokshanam.
多些人上头写呀，都是样的嘛，这张满水啊，但是是我的用了，上头写呀，都是样的那样的。
So the 16 are the 16 offering goddesses, and they, each of their offerings is in each of those, but it's kind of extensive, so he's not going to go into each one right now. And then the 8 are the normal, 8 offerings, right? The outer offerings. But then when there's 10, there's the added offerings of anchamanam, which is water to wash the mouth. To clean the mouth specifically. And then trokshanam, which is like water for kind of cleansing the space or scattering.
Vene, Madame Wansi said no, Wansila, or the Limas, that's a Servochi, or the Tinjo Madangera, Madame, Mother.
Yeah, where is the 16? Can someone tell me the page? 16, 15. Oh, 50, yeah. The Shodang up to you.
Yanda teaching the Rixari, Shinamati Pichata. When Benza Vene said in Doa, be members, one mochi,
So first is Om Bajawini, which is she's blue, and she's the goddess of music playing the piwang, or the piwang. And then Om Bajrawamshe is the goddess playing the flute, and she's yellow.
Sermochi. Tinjo Tela, Nachian said, or Tanga Nudunga, Tesarwa, or Marwachi.
So then Merange is the drum. So with the drum that is you're playing. So it's like playing on the sides, and she's red.
And then
Muraje is a goddess also playing the drum, but the the flat drum that you're playing on the top, right? Does that make? I don't know how to say these things. Yeah, she's green.
Sheba Master, Mazahasi is a Gemoki,
and then Hase, she's pink or reddish white, and the goddess of smile, like she's smiling.
Tinjo Gaba Master, Gaba Mate Lase Seterwa, Gaba Momo.
And then Gekbama or Bajalase is sort of the goddess of playfulness. So Lase is kind of playfulness, and Kadok Mumbo, she's blue.
And
then and the Bazagirte is also the goddess of song, playing the cymbals, the small cymbals, and she's Sermo, or Gare?
Servo.
Yellow. And Ombazanirte is the goddess of dance. She's dancing and she's green. And then Ombaza Pushpe, that's the goddess of flowers. She's white. And then Ombaza Dube is incense, and she's sort of like purplish gray.
And then
Ombaza Deepen is light, and she's red, or like butter lamps. And then Ombaza Gende is like scented water, and she's green. And then Ombaza Rupa is goddess of form, and Karmo, and she's white. And the mudra is like a mirror. And then Ombazara Rasa is the goddess of flavor, offering flavors, and it's like she's offering fruit. And then Om Savarshi, this is the goddess of touch, and she is presenting clothing, garments. The Regjagi Kadokare. Jungle? She's green, the goddess of touch. And so Om Dharmadhatu is the goddess of the Dharmadhatu. She's white in color, and the mudra is that of the Dharmadaya.
Thank you, Rinpoche. When we do the main mantra visualization, the essence mantra or the quintessence mantra, it can be like a very powerful, emotionally, energetically kind of experience, right, when we're doing this. And is that related, is it like a purification of our regular self, like our regular, regular day-to-day life self? And is that related to page 28, where we say we appear as Cakrasamvara, and aggregates are the Buddha families, elements are the five mothers, and the sense sources are the bodhisattvas. Are those related?
So samsamla de pena de nga dangbe kala ning pena dang nyening nga nika gaduyina te nga dondu. Samsamna tsorwa shuk chimbo lev gyorowa, samsamna tsorwa dramanda lev gyorowa la. Dene di yang pena tsorwa shuk chimbo leba gi jimsen di pena ngato dripa dagi oba gi tak draworebe, dagsen dagi oba gi tak draworebe. Dene di dang te pena kam dang chimche dang de sama pena de la yum nga dang jangchub sema la sopa di dang drawa yorebe.
That's a young the Chidu, the Surba, the show chimble of Shun Zai Chin, so the Tiba Tama, what the Migratas or Yabo, what about Tabra, the Jabat Tashi.
So yeah, sometimes when there are really strong feelings and emotions, this is often because of what is being triggered by your faith, or the when you have some clarity or concentration, clarity of visualization, and then there can arise these strong emotions that can, in fact, be a sign of the purification of obscurations or purification happening.
어때네 데 차단라서 다 똑바요라서 어때서 바디 총튼조 어떤지 제스로한데 랩나데는 제진 라시 소그냐 저바타 다 지나서 소쇼투야 근데 이시
So that it can be a sign that the mind of attachment and aversion is diminishing, and there's the feeling of the blessings of the deity entering. Yiniyang de dang pena dripa jangya ge de dang pena shodang nishu saje rewa tene kam nga yung nga chimche so nam jangju semba de dang de dripa daya de dang de da nang shin chagyo rebe
다 dripa 차나 저서 등원 소 조롱 그러와 어떤 지당 가서 지天总共给几别人把都能用 stop 些公车那有啊 지는 도는 용도 그래서 내가 좀 어시요 말해서 어떤 인류들네 다 소모시야 된 냠나치네 지고래서 어떤 소냠네 지용도들네 바 저바서 파타 다 손도데 봉봉 나 잡아를 가다 감도 용 와진시도 창조 선바 스마트도 소 당원 초를 교사로
So, and then with regard to your question about how is this related to, on page 28, my 5 aggregates or the 5 Buddha families, my 5 elements, the 5 mothers, and the sense sources, bodhisattvas. So yeah, when there is full purification, then that becomes the experience of, the pure phenomena, pure perception. And as Lord Jigten Sumgön says in the Gongchik, the generation stage is like primordially established. It's established originally as the ultimate nature. It's just that we don't recognize it. So through practicing, as we familiarize ourselves with the practice, then the obscurations that prevent us from seeing that things as they actually are become purified to a greater and greater extent. And then the full experience of that, for instance, is just as it's saying here, our 5 aggregates are actually intrinsically the pure in essence as the nature of the 5 Buddhas, the 5 elements, or the 5 mothers or female Buddhas, and the sense sources are the bodhisattvas.
Thank you, Drupon Rinpoche. Thank you, Virginia. In page 8, what are the 9 moods of dance?
Garginyam gu garere.
Karkinyam gu Karkinyam gu te da jidan jina gu kinyam zora. Tere gaibas, babas, jaisroma se de mede. Tene that is the one. Karkinyam gurwa. Oda gaiba baba jaisroma chowa ngamba iwa.
Number.
That is one gaiba baba jaisroma. Chowa yeah, thank you. Karkinyam te kare lapura. Vegetarian gaibari, bawari, jaisromari, chowari, ngambari, iwari, gobari, terikari.
Mozart.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Terwa gaibari, bawa, gaibat, ngamba, bawas. I think jaisroma.
Ngampa power. Ngampa sana?
Ngamba sen ze ge ba ginyam ti ngamba se ze yin ba ba se ta ge ba se ye shu ma song ji. Ning jie se wa ning jie de xie wa chu wa song ji. Det ka ge ba wa ge ba jie shu wa ning jie xie wa chu wa xi ba mi ti jong. 这样宁静娘子，今天中堂宁静娘子下去多。
She pay down.
可以吧？
I don't know, God, the Jimani.
西吧是吧？
Shepa sana.
这给么给的？听米听中华是。
你读中华sana?
我猜吧。原天有吧？我猜吧。
So the 9 moods of dance are like playful or alluring, heroic, terrifying, compassionate, peaceful, wrathful, friendly or smiling, and awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, laughing. Sheba is laughing. Sorry, instead not smiling, laughing, and awesome. Awe-inspiring. Yeah.
Over here, Drupon. So, can we use either one of the mantras to fulfill our samaya for the empowerment, the 100,000 samaya?
Dini di pena di ganganso damse kongso damse gyoroa dini di boom chi sayala dini di sa ne dini di nga nigi ngangne di gare gana sa chogrewe pena ning dang nirning. Ningbo. So he said, actually, you should do the essence mantra. The essence, Om Shri Bhaja Heherurukam.
That's Drikung Kagyu looks so gentle. I don't sound the duty Ningbo so long where Jim Sender you said. That's Zanga Guris, Zanga the Gurua. Ningbo the song is Nining the toe.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay.
Toad is. Or then that good lagum.
Gongda Yangchar,
Zanga, you're Zanga City.
Yeah.
Or Zanga the Gucci.
Cool.
Ningbo the song ji. Nining the toe ji. Or then take on la Kasana. Good lagum de wa. Good lagum. Toading in the one they do turning boat. Some they do to so on the Drupchen to car.
So in the Drikung tradition, there's a reason why, so it's most often, when one practices Cakrasamvara, like in retreat, the main mantra that is accumulated is the the main mantra, the principal mantra, and so in the secret mantra or the main mantra, he used different terminology, so I feel kind of confused. Dini di tsoing ning nga rawa. So.
Ning asana.
Pena Om Shri Bhaja Heherurukam.
Ningbo,
yeah. Dini di so singimbe di ku garere.
Yeah,
okay. All right. Okay, da.
Ningbo the song ji.
Yeah.
Or then do that Lusa Gom, they do going art to chi. Then toting as it gom, they do then chi. 这做的宁波山这个是中多。我这这里，我这里我做Drupchen的从那的宁波年龄山呢，要不是或者头的话做的头，宁波的做的话的。
So the root mantra is the long mantra, and then this is connected with enlightened form, and then the essence mantra is connected with enlightened speech, and the quintessence mantra is connected with enlightened mind. And so when meditating on, or like particularly, when connection with and meditating on the form, then there's the root mantra. Then with speech, it's the essence mantra, and then mainly focusing on meditative absorption, it's the quintessence mantra. So mainly, like the tradition is to do mainly the essence mantra in retreat, but that's different from Drupchen. So in Drupchen, then in this case, then the focus is on quintessence.
Hi. Thank you for your time. I was just have a question on page 57 to 58-ish. Because on the 57th, where we visualize the Om, Hom, Ah, and then we kind of cleaned our channels. And then we go on to visualize the mantra garland. Sometimes it might get like maybe like a hotness, or I'm not quite sure like how exactly the visualizing supposed to be, like what kind of light should go, and then what happens when sometimes like the physical
I'm sorry, you're saying the hotness happens where when the garland, with the garland,
mantra garland.
Okay.
And then because right after that we go to the daginis, so I'm not quite sure like what to do with that, or
so can you just clarify like how, so because first you started by mentioning this section on 57, so is there a question in that one?
Yeah, sorry,
or
my bad.
Just clarify the question.
I guess it's just related, but it's not like the question. So I think the question will be on the 58.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dini di chodang ngapchu nga dun yorwa tampo di lo dini jela yang nga tringi mikpa chegirwa ngapchu nga jela dini chitang nga rangway kabla samsam la zubo la yang chawa lebgindo dini de chawa lebgiore dini di jela nga to yeah dini di la I still am not quite clear on what your question like what do you need to do in terms of what?
I actually don't know, like say because we're doing this in the visualization, and then we're doing the mantra golem, and then sometimes the body gets really hot, but then I'm not quite sure the way to cool it down, or it just like goes to, because right away it goes to the other daginis.
So did it dini di penat sawa lebgiorwa dini sawa yang tes gari selya kichidu mixer che gogindu e gain senati ki jela hoptikala yang kandro jila gongiorwa
da kaya ma sawa de sima ze tang zai chin de siam ya go so ne tom na ze sawa de de shin ze kaya ma
So actually, like, you don't need to be bothered by the heat. Like, if the heat is coming, that's pretty good. So, if because it's probably a sign that you have some concentration in your practice. The mind is collected or it's settled.
Oh, okay. Sorry, but the related problem is that my heart rate goes super fast.
Dini ning tesa yang sora kimsa le
giro wa de jobo semlo long da china da wa semlo long ga je kwa chimbo ma dem tene semlo long da china
So then in that case, you can focus on relaxing, like relaxing your mind some, like don't focus so much, but like allow yourself to just relax.
Okay.
Focus, let. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I have a related question. Page 57. We have to visualize the 4 C syllables, and hung, on, hong, ah. And I notice on hong and hong, the C syllable is upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Is any special reason behind? Thank you.
Dini di chalung gombe kala, dini di chadang korlo, de hong dang hang de golo yoroa. Dini di jimsen che mixa.
제가도 그런 자진 콜로티 로탕제 요서와 자진 콜로티 카레잖아 지워르 장고서 마른 배창다 생각서 니동자이나 마르 카데한데 니도 카데한데 제 함튼 고야로데 와치 어제 짐바데 야르 카젠데란다 시코나니 테카 춘자도 테 인디세 옴티 야르 카젠데치 니가데 다티 장고서 마르카 법데 안다 소디테네 홍트 마고 고야로데 안다 텐두 어제 대바트 야르 지두테네 야 아티 야카젠데 지단 코란티 가서 갈라고 그래 대장고선 나기 대두코란티 요사.
So the reason for this is because it's so you in the subtle body you have the channels and the chakras, and so the different chakras are kind of like facing, their shape is facing different directions. So the wheel or the chakra of great bliss at the crown is like an upright umbrella, meaning that the channels are pointing downward, and so then for that reason the hung is inverted, it's upside down, and then at the throat level so the first one at the crown is like a right side up umbrella. The one at the throat is like an upside down umbrella, and so the om is in that like right side up, if that makes sense. Because of and then in the heart, the chakra is like a right side up umbrella, so it's pointing down, right? And so the hung again is inverted. And then at the navel, it's like an overturned umbrella, so the roots are facing upward, or the channels are kind of pointing upwards, and so the is upright.
So it's related to the chakra, the form of chakra, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Hi, because you mentioned there were 3 mantras, which is the essence mantra, the quintessence mantra, and the root mantra, but I don't see the root mantra.
제가 장아 세진도와 장아 세데 가시양 가진도로와 가시는 안테 가서 좀 좋아서 강지도 호기 통통도 와서 호기 좀 좋아 뭐 강지데 다단 니나 호기 통만 동시도와 가시는 나로와 가시는 아리도라 장아의 강지 등아리 강지도와
강지는
네 몸좀내 몸좀내
let's hope.
어떻게 강지 여러와 위험이 강지 여러와 네 망치스 나난 동로 좀 저지바도 어때도 가시트 장아 세트리 라피 가시양 장아 가지 요래서 가서 마상아 세는도 전도.
So with the root mantra, so there's kind of like different customs of what the root mantra is. So like there are the praises that we're chanting. We're chanting them in Tibetan to Heruka and Vajrayogini, and that in some cases that's actually chanted in like as mantra. And I guess in Sanskrit, right? And so most often it is actually in Sanskrit or like as mantra. And so that itself is the root mantra. Some. The some that kaka. And then sometimes there's also another version of the root mantra that is different. But very often, most often, it's these praises as in their Sanskrit form. Tantra. I mean mantra. And tantra.
Yeah.
Rinpoche, thank you so much for these precious teachings, especially the clarification you gave us today for visualizing the offering. And I wanted to ask you about so we have the visualization for the essence mantra, but since you clarified that the quintessence mantra relates to the nature of mind or to the mind, what is the visualization, or is it we're thinking on suchness?
So, Nirningi nga yorwa tene de mikpa chetang chikpa dawa rebe yangna kakare pena de tingi zendang dawa yoga ki jimsen la tene de mikpa meba nang shin nang deya yorebe.
So what the Nyanning de Nam Kurtang the Jipare is not Kurtang the Jipachi. Chetan Nyanning Jane Doan or Nyanning till Tachetan Kitchen Boy in Sarwa. Nevening Bola Razena. That you not so Tondana was a Jerna. Tata Omje Yurwa, Kolodon Bachi, Shet Dorje Pomochi, Om Sharawa, the higher it's humble, Kando Mashiwochi, Kando Mashirwa, the she haha, Shaha, Zerwa, High Nipate, Sawa, the Gun Kolo, Bawobamo, Gun Kolo, Bawobamo Yurwa, the John Kolo, Guson Kolo Yurwa, the Gun Kolo, Gun Kolo. Or Pawopamo Juro, or Yamon Juro Chi, or the Huye Tambote, Song Kolo, Pawopamo Juro Chi, or Tene Tatati Huye Nipaje, or Te Tok Kolote, Pawopamo Juro Chi, or Te P. Sura Pete Gonsam, Gomashi, Samashi, Telamuji Euro, or Tijine. What I think on someone to do is
So the so he said actually the visualization is the same. And he said, one thing about the quintessence mantra. So the Om is like Cakrasamvara Heruka. The Hri is the Yum, Vajrayogini. The first Ha is the 4 Dakinis. The second Ha is the wheel of enlightened body, or the chakra of enlightened body. The dakas, the 16 dakas and dakinis of the body, and then the Hung is the speech chakra or wheel of the 16 dakas and dakinis. And then the second Hung is the mind chakra of the 16 dakas and dakinis. And then the Pe is the 4 gatekeepers and the 4 gatekeepers in the 4 directions, and the gatekeepers in the 4 intermediate directions, so the 8 of the gatekeepers.
Well, you kind of answered my question I wanted to ask about the quintessence mantra, but also, does it have to do with the 4 joys?
The quintessence mantra? Tene nirning nga layang de gawa ji dang dawa yore mixa.
Gawa she said that the don't chinan that Yamyon so check it one and also Yamnachi, Yamnose. Not so me but tempo you not the Deton Ham Gene, then the Gawa she G. Sigurwa. So think I me but the tempo go wrong and
so the 4 joys are like, the experience that arises in the practice in general, and the condition for that is really stable visualization. So in order to really have that experience, we have to have really stable concentration, stable visualization. Any Jamchip Sem Yang Kogi Sarava?
Chancho Sen, Chancho Sen Tambula, Nyamia Karchina, the Gori Shurimba.
Yeah, of course, you need bodhicitta for every practice that you do, and primarily at the beginning. That's when we're generating it.
Okay. Drupala, could you explain how the practice relates to, how Cakrasamvara relates to Mahamudra?
Ni demcho dan chaja chimbo gidawa garayore.
Demcho Zidon Terava. Also Chauza Chimbo Sanada, the Chauza Chimbo Terava. Tajitan Demjo and Azula Gomdi, Naha Nana Rangi Marop, the Gongara. La Nana Rangi Marop, the Hada so Gong, do that a Gong, the Tami Pretend of the Shinendashi. Then Nana Rangi Marova, the Gong, do that Chauza Chimbo Rate. Nana Rangi Marova Gomte. Dan Zimi Nana. Dan Zimi Nana, Yimi Jong said on Zimi Nana Yimi. Naja de Hakuchalam Nachine, then Donja Raji Marova and Zimi Nana Yimi Jandina, the Chaza Chimboran race.
So the deity being empty of substantial nature, empty in essence, is essentially Mahamudra. So when we visualize the form of the deity, that's like, like shamatha, concentrating the mind. But in that concentration, there's also the awareness, the visualization is the place for the mind to rest, but the visualization is empty of substantial nature. The deity has no substantial nature, and so that is nature itself, as Mahamudra. And so when you abide within a lack of fixation or non-fixation without distraction, so these two are what are contained here, non-fixation and non-distraction, that itself is Mahamudra.
Oh, then that in Yamlan Chi, the room as Yamlan Yabo Chitomna, then the Jezo Niki, like the Batop to Ya. I'll go by your race.
And say Nyamlin Chidu Dinichizo.
That in Yamlan China that I can't hear him.
And so when you practice like that, then we have both, we develop stable generation stage and completion stage as an indivisibility.
Thank you. This is a question about visualization on the same line. At the beginning, Drupon, you mentioned the Sambhogakaya sound, emptiness and bliss. Sound is Sambhogakaya, and then there's Cakrasamvara Dharmakaya representation, root guru, and how big it is, like infinitely great. Is that how you visualize Cakrasamvara, or do you just visualize normal size Cakrasamvara, or does that not matter? And when it's in consort with Vajravarahi, she is the awareness. Is she represent your primordial awareness and the union of that with the Dharmakaya, inseparable? And then the mantra is the great bliss. Is that something that could be related?
Can you just clarify, like just say, go through it maybe?
Okay.
But yeah, maybe like we go through one piece at a time. Can we do that?
Okay.
Yeah. I got the Sambhogakaya sound and emptiness. Were you just stating that, or were you questioning?
As a basis for doing the mantra and the visualization at the same time, you're making a sound. So this represents confirming. Is this correct?
So dene mikpa chiwe kala dene de nga dang yorwa dene nguma chigi de datong yerme longchu zobeku re song yorwa longku longku ratong yerme longku.
아네요.
Chichina wang you know.
자 작성 예매로.
Dini yang de demcho yang de chuku ge rangshin yemba hagogiore. Dini de yang de rangi sawe lama yemba hagogiore. Dini de gompe kala dini de chechung gande de pe chimpo rawo goya yorebe chung. So I went ahead and went.
다들 제가 시청을 리포트하고 있는데
So you can visualize as like your size.
제가 제네부터 참상 들으시도야. 냐면 뒤에 보면 참상 충격 들고. 참상 첨부 들고. 야 세워면 아치다. 들이 지야도 소쟁도.
So also so there's not like a special, you know, size you're supposed to visualize in this way. Sometimes when stabilizing the generation stage, there's like instruction to visualize it really, really big, and then sometimes really, really small to kind of develop the stability. But generally, you know, just kind of like ordinary size, your size, or but there's not specific instruction about the size. And I think you're gonna have to repeat the second part about awareness.
Is the consort of Vajravarahi primordial awareness and Cakrasamvara Dharmakaya representation on the soul level when you're doing the visualization? Are you correlating Cakrasamvara to being Dharmakaya and Vajravarahi to being primordial awareness?
So is that distinction between Dharmakaya and primordial awareness like object, subject, object? Or something?
No. Are you embodying the union in the visualization?
Dini de demcho yang chuku yemba yojirawa. Dini de pagmo de rangrik be yeshi rawo reve dini di yang yer me be zungdu juba yemba rangi
니키 다 초크치야 그지
karela.
그런 니키 초크치야 그지
There you can think of them both as Dharmakaya.
초크 도진창
Yeah, the Vajradhara Dharmakaya Vajradhara.
남조 팅오로
So that's the essence of Cakrasamvara is Dharmakaya. Yeah.
And Vajravarahi, is that the awareness?
It's the same.
Same.
Yeah.
야다 콘 저가지 주신도에다 그래. 야야.
Oh, he said some over here. Here, so over there, a lot of people have been raising their hands.
Thank you for the teachings. Thank you, Virginia, for translating. I was wondering if you can talk about stabilizing, especially off-cushion, how that happens. Stabilizing the practice, especially off-cushion, outside the practice session? Maybe this is a general deity practice question also. Does it come with remembering the deity, and maybe if there are examples?
Dini di cherem tempo yung ya ki chidu gande cheya yore lakpar du pena yang pena chulam kala.
어떤 지난 tempo yung 카디유 나자 많이 와치 내가 서 지난 공고 조람이 나다. 다 냠내 지빈에 가는다. 투상 이해미 봤다 공고 쇼래. 근데 대제 대인도 제 가서 제 배창다 시안다 가서 단체론로나 제 신동지天참지学业康中能去实践他们他的他们当时三大他们团队第三步就是吧这在啥东西呢做过了过手上我团队蛮愿意把钱呢我的几个手上吧
So the main method for stabilization is sustaining non-distraction or not becoming distracted. So, you know, when you're in your session, when you're off the cushion, to, you know, really sustain non-distract not become distracted, to continue to, as you said, remember the deity, and to remember to practice as much as you can. Like between, there's eventually the objective is to have no division between meditation and post-session, or and post-meditation, or sessions and in between session. And the way to train in this is to, think of or visualize the environment to be the celestial palace of the deity, to think of or visualize all beings to be male and female deities, and to really bring the generation stage onto your path of activities. So when you're eating, to feel like you're engaging in a Ghana chakra, so to bring everything that you do into the practice of, or bring your practice into everything that you do.
I have one question about visualizing the mantra garland. One typical problem that I have in this visualization, that it's really hard to hold it in the center. It really tends to go to the sides. It's really weird, but do you have any advices how to keep the mantra in the center, not so it doesn't slide to the sides?
So tata nga ting la mikpa chegi yorwa. Tene kong mikpa chewe kala de nune dena de penatsa uma dena de zukbo gi chila de ya tes kabo yore. De ngakting yang tes yogi yorwa. Chokchi la yogi yorwa. Dene de yang de zukbo chila de ya gi chidu gande chego gare.
다 진짜 양나 다 지금 요 잠나 다 진조 잠所听个先什么当上是吧我真的在他他在我马头有的做的呗
Got it. So is your like central channel off to the side? So what? Explain again. It's like to which side? So is it leaning to your right or the left? Some la yon, some la ye.
So,
So maybe try to make your way of thinking straight. Like try to make your because it's mostly these are concepts, right? So like just you straighten out your concept.
Yeah, okay, maybe it's okay today.
Maybe tomorrow. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be in your presence and share this practice with you and with the rest of the Lamas. Thank you very much. My question is regarding when we go to sleep in between sessions at night. Do you have any recommendation before we go to sleep and as we wake up? And if we have any signs during the dream?
Tene de ma niwe gingunla de mixa cheya yorebe.
Ta tsechinan de soso yidam jenen se ogom. Te ba ni rewa.
Soso yidam.
Jenen ta yidam ta jenen ta gom yora te ba ni rewa. Te ni kuro chi mi pa pa du ne. To ke hong lo pa du. Tenani Pangone Takun, those of the thing home to Paming on the Chana degree. Young home to the old but that will see all manner to do some of the degree series. Or that's a chi. Terekasi, Jiram to go to Himana, that's a Niku gave some no can eat to quote to gave some non equal to or to do China. Take a city and so go matona.
So if you can generate the, visualize the deity, generate yourself in the form of the deity, and then while you lie down, and then as you're sort of falling into sleep, you can dissolve the visualization of the deity into the hung, and then you can dissolve the hung and just rest in awareness as you sort of drift into sleep. In the essence, or an alternative is that you can focus on the hung syllable, like a clear, brilliant hung syllable as you sleep. And if you're not able to or fall into sleep, and if you can't sleep while holding the visualization of the hung, then you can dissolve. You can do the dissolution from the bottom, up, just as it's explained, and then, rest in the essence of awareness as you fall into sleep. And then, another alternative is to have, and then he said, if you can't maintain the generation stage, then you can just try to, at the start of your sleep, have virtuous thoughts, to really have a mind that is focused on virtue.
Yeah, done. That's it.
The mantra revolving around the hung at the heart of each dakini radiates light. From these rays of light, deities emerge who then act for the benefit of beings. The light then gathers back and dissolves into the hung.
Lame home, lame home, lame home, lame home, Kendaro 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 home, Oh, home, Drupane home, Drupane home, Drupane home, Drupane home, Drupane home, Drupane home, page 64. Om Kendaro Hom Hom Om Soba Vashada Sarvada Soba Vashada Domba Nangla So Domba Tujja Tenda Ale Gabala Yang Shenja Chevena Mera Mama Shale Durzanga Danga Ohakale Yam Nam De Hong Gren Zan Kamjan Jando Bar Shijadur Jamzo Jambar.
From the state of emptiness appear wind, fire, and a hearth of skulls. On this from arises a vast and wide Kapala. Inside that from Bi, Ra, Ma, Mu, and Shu arise the 5 nectars, and from Na, Go, Da, Ha, and Ku arise the 5 meats, marked with Hung, Brum, Ang, Jim, and Kam. Through purifying, realizing, and flaring, the substances become a vast ocean of wisdom nectar. Pem, the light radiating from the Hung in my heart, invites the conqueror Cakrasamvara from the pure land of Akanisha, together with myriad Viras and Yoginis, to come here to the space before me. On the tongues of the assembly of the deities of the 5 wheels are white bhadras the size of a barley grain. The torma is offered to the deities by moving it in a circle, to the left for those in the cardinal directions, and to the right for those in the intermediate directions.
Om Mezandrakana Samaya Sato Deshaya Om Benzaraleho Zahom Baho Mezandrakana Samaya Sato Deshaya Om Benzaraleho Zahom Baho Menzardagana Samaya Sat Deshaya Om Shireruka Sapare Agamba Deza Sova Om Shireruka Sapare Padem Badeza Sova Om Shireruka Sapare Bebe Badeza Sova Om Shireruka Sapare Debe Badeza Sova Om Shireruka Sapare Aloge Badeza Sova Om Shireruka Sapare Badeza Sova Om Shireruka Sapare Debe Badeza Sova Om Shireruka Sapare chapa chenam je dorje pamo delande Seta shaya nyamba chapa jeba kundu ba jam Chune ngobo tamje kana nyamba danye zikba den Godo tukje chije jije lamba jive tukje je Dalang zuje lama namje shinde je zedo so
I bow to glorious Heruka, great hero, utterly pure Vajra Lord, and to Vajra Varahi, passionate one for those with great passion. Equally victorious over attachment to existence and peace, you have conquered all conceptual thoughts. You see the even space-like nature of all phenomena. Protector, may the nectar of your heart, infused with your compassion, drench me. Goddesses, please care for me with your great love.
Page 80.
Page 80.
Danye jumden de sarve nyanga om garbo nama hese jezo do ho mrabanye so boga he nab menye la ho ma yena tamje la behan janka namje sembar
I appear as the transcendent conqueror. At my heart are white, Om Ha. At my head, yellow, Namahi. At my crown, red, Svaha Hu. At both shoulders, black, Baotat He. At both eyes, crimson, Hung Hung Ho. And at the limbs, green, Pit Hang.
Om Sambana Sambana Hong Hong Be Om Jahana Janana Hong Hong Be Om Jahana Baya Janana Baya Hong Hong Be Om Anaya Bhagavan Beyaram Zaya Hong Hong Be Ya Lord Dunda Sonja Jemaga Lanja Reja Chabdan Korjela Panzo Bayon Samle Ngavenda Jodam Adra Thobe Tashezo Chien Dorje Zumon Kandrazo Dechen Kando Amon Drageje Sheve Nyam Jan Jamzo Tonamje Jotum Adra Thobe Tashezo
Supreme Deity, illusory dance of union endowed with 7 aspects, Lord who pervades 100 Buddha families and your retinue, through the force of your inconceivable, perfect, abundant qualities, please bestow the auspiciousness to attain common and supreme accomplishments. Dharma Dhatu, Vajra Queen, foremost Dakini and 4 Dakinis, powerful goddesses who rule the wheel of great bliss, and ocean-like assemblies of protectors who guard the 24 holy sites, please grant the auspiciousness to attain common and supreme accomplishments. By this virtue, and by the power of whatever virtue is amassed in the 3 times in samsara and nirvana, may I and all beings without exception, limitless as the sky, accomplish the victorious King of delight.
86. Loba lam jo jom den kon lo dage se je gube judrana tu je ya ya ta nya men se ba Gebe Shazan Yoda Tendoso, Mada Jula Talon Telenam, Jejanyam Janejanyam Lampe, Dedra Samin Yida Damnekyang, Seden Shogun Madra Tobashok, Kate Gamba Sundur Memjerbe, Seden Yela Toa Magyurna, Chivet Sena Dube Dumberso, Kolon Aye Palmo Kadeso, Dupan Jamsen Romo Dalanso, Natson Chube Tenjen Dunsote, Kaju Tabe Sinde Tenekang, Chunde Hero Kaya Shalton Cho, Shinde Sangan Ajen Yalam Cho, Sumbe Nyamso Lambe Dimnedang, Bacha Kunjan Yanla Dundembe, Sungjo Dorje Kunjo Drubarsho, Tetarang Dun Chuku Dumnekyang, Majur Dola Seme Ningje, Zuku Nige Tenjo Chukune, Dorje Zimbe Sala Nyurdolcho, Gewa Deye Nyurduda, Korlo Dumbe Lazo Drugirne, Droa Jigyang Maluba, Deye Sala Gobarsho.
Exalted Supreme Deity, victorious Cakrasamvara, if I practice you with one-pointed devotion, let your compassion neither wane nor be indifferent, but swiftly reveal your delightful sublime face. Through practicing the key points of settling in a state of controlling and binding the channels, winds, and drops of my impure illusory body, may it become free from obscurations, undefiled and clear, and may I attain supreme accomplishment in this very life. If, due to a lack of fortune and diligence, I am not freed in this life, then at the time of death may the assembly of Viras and Dakinis of the 5 wheels, such as skull pieces and the rest, receive me with parasols, victory banners, a symphony of music, and various offering clouds, and then lead me to the pure field of Kechara. There may I behold the face of the victorious Heruka. In that field may I practice diligently the supreme swift path of secret mantra, and thereby cleanse the 2 obscurations and all karmic traces. May I accomplish the unified state of the supreme Vajra body endowed with 7 aspects. Although I may attain the Dharmakaya for my own sake in this way, out of immeasurable compassion for all mother beings, may my 2-form emanations show them the teachings of the Supreme Vehicle, and thus may I swiftly establish them in the state of the Vajra holder. By this virtue may I swiftly accomplish the divine assembly of Cakrasamvara deities, and establish all beings without exception in that state.
World peace and long life. English.
So, World Peace Prayer is what page? 98. So page 98 in the Rainfall of Benefit and Happiness. To the unfailing sources of refuge, the 3 jewels and 3 roots, and especially Chandra Sig, the protector of the land of snows, to noble Tara and Guru Padmasambhava, I pray, please remember your sacred pledge of former times. Please grant blessings that this aspiration be entirely fulfilled. In this stark age of decline, the thoughts and actions of beings are corrupted, and the balance of the outer and inner elements is lost. Through these causes and conditions, humans and animals alike are seized by epidemics and diseases unknown in the past. They are struck by planetary demons, nagas, evil spirits, dark forces, and elemental spirits. Crops are damaged by blight, frost, and hail, and there is fighting and dispute. Untimely rains, heat waves, and droughts in the world, fear of earthquakes, fire, adversaries, and natural catastrophes catastrophes, and in particular evil hordes that hurt the teachings and so forth, cause harm and violence throughout the world. May these be swiftly pacified and vanquished from their very roots. In the minds of all beings, human and non-human, may precious and supreme bodhicitta arise naturally, and free of harmful thoughts and actions, may the minds of all be filled with love for one another. May the entire world enjoy abundant happiness and wealth. May the Buddha's teachings spread far and endure long. By the truthful power of the three roots, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by whatever virtuous roots there are in samsara and nirvana, and by the power of our highest pure intention, may this aspiration be fulfilled. And then long life prayers in the yellow book.
Page 20.
Page 20. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru, who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Golder of the teachings of Lord Drikung, great sovereign of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Aryadeva, emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chodingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gompo, may the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. And page 26. May the teaching of the great Drikung Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating, until the end of existence.
Om Raha